roper-in-chief is skating on the thinnest ice ever, calling a scandal that proves him to be first-rate scum boring, and, for the first time, condemning his own supporters as weaklings, only one official step up from losers. The case has caused a split between Bondi and Bongino, and between Ma and Ga. It appears that the Don may have hoisted himself on his own Ghislaine, or at the least, shot himself in both feet. You see, the big guy has expressed sympathy for the devil in Miss Ghislaine, though he did not call her a terrific gal. Terrific being a term reserved for more boring and, well, dead people. The files in question, meanwhile, have been promoted or demoted from cover-up to hoax, perpetrated by, well, every Democrat in the last 30 years. But rest assured, Jeffrey was never a big factor in terms of life, as Donald was never a big factor in terms of truth.
The world needs us to have Greenland, including Denmark. Denmark has to have us have Greenland.
The division of the U.S. government, formerly known as the Department of Justice, has asked a judge to sentence a cop who shot Breonna Taylor to 1 day in prison, time already served, saying he had already paid his debt to society by losing his job. A white policeman's job is widely considered equivalent to a black woman's life, which is what makes America great. The administration has redirected the Civil Rights Division of the department to pursue cases against Ivy League universities, liberal cities, and other bastions of not being Trump.
You know, the bully, I've always, and I found it throughout my life, a bully is the weakest person.
In Colbertgate, The Late Show has been canceled by Paramount CBS, 3 days after Colbert commented factually on their $16 million Trump bribe. Paramount's proposed merger with Skydance Media hinges on approval from the Trumposphere. The Skydance purse is held by its owner's father, Larry Ellison, a Trump pal. The plot thins. Consultant Matt Navarra, referring to Colbert and Jon Stewart, Comedy Central is also owned by Paramount, said their future does hinge on a new leadership's appetite for their brand of satire. Intact memory peeps will recall there was a problem with certain brands of satire in 1969 when the Smothers Brothers bit the dust, and with anti-war opinions in 2003 when Phil Donahue spoke out against Bush boy madness. Americans will certainly feel more united if no one on TV is criticizing the government. The Trump administration will no longer fire 80,000 VA employees, nor declare live immigrants dead, nor delete HIV funding. For now, until they can delete the courts. Perhaps they won't, though, since the McConnell-Roberts court has given the go to dismantle the Department of Education. The decision will essentially end college student loans, guaranteeing that all students will be from wealthy families that support genocide. It will also dismantle the department's Office for Civil Rights, which will no longer be needed since without education, there are no civil rights. A new poll shows majority support for immigration, even among Republicans. Many are seeing relatives, friends, and neighbors snatched from the streets, which for some reason they are opposing. Americans also oppose ending temporary protected status programs and take a dim view of worksite raids. Worksite, an antiquated nomenclature for ambush zone. A history note, despite that being illegal. George Washington ordered the genocide of the Iroquois Confederacy. Sorry, he did. A bit later, Hitler studied our Made in America pogroms. Apparently, so did Israel, and also South Africa's. And they studied ours, too. History learn much? The New York Times has been accused by Writers Against the War on Gaza of complicity with the current Israeli genocide, High-ranking Times functionaries are closely tied to Israel, and editors have ordered reporters not to mention apartheid, ethnic cleansing, occupied territory, Palestine, or anything else Israel does that's not fit to print. However, other experts say shooting starving people who have come to you for food is not genocide because it does not involve ovens. Those who call it the G word are, of course, anti-Semites and will be deported to South Sudan, unless they have a Trump gold card. In the continuing campaign to prevent the people of New York from electing a socialist mayor, disgraced patrician politician Andrew Cuomo, known to many as No Mo Cuomo, many people are rhyming, will remain in the race, as will Eric, Duke of Golan, running on the independent anti-Semitism line.
There is a movement to radicalize young people.
Can you believe they are chanting about the intifada in New York City?
While most major politicians, including pro-genocide Congressman Espaillat, have lined up behind the anti-genocide Mamdani, and all major unions have also done so, there is still the small matter of Trump-aligned billionaires. In our political system, their opinions matter too. Much. A new study confirms that video games have surpassed movies as the second most popular entertainment form in the U.S., right after watching children wrenched from their parents in strawberry fields. Forever? Depends on us.